believe it, the worse it'll be. Tell her now.
No. Tell me what?
Oh, it's not important.
Well, it must be important if you're that worried about telling me. Now sit down and tell me what's going on.
The marriage is on again.
Well, it does seem to change daily, but what was so hard about that?
I know you don't really approve.
I was only worried that you were doing it for the wrong reasons.
Well, I want you to be there anyway.
Of course I'll be there.
Even if Dad comes?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
What made you think I would?
Oh, I don't know. I was just being dumb, I guess.
Listen, whatever's happened in the past can stay there as far as I'm concerned. I'm your family too now.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'd better start getting things organised.
I gather the answer was yes.
Well, of course. Don't tell me you thought I wouldn't go too.
No. But things have been a bit strange around here lately.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's nothing to do with Tony.
But all to do with you.
What makes you think there's anything wrong?
I know you.
I'm just a bit stressed lately, that's all. Nothing seems to be going right at the moment. Claire's having such a great time, she doesn't want to come home.
I'm sure she's missing you.
Oh, it's selfish of me to stop her having a good time just because I miss her.
Maybe you should be selfish once in a while.
And on top of everything else, Bob's so involved with Jack, I scarcely get the time of day.
Then put your foot down. You can't play second fiddle again.
I know. But you know what he's like when he gets involved with something that totally consumes him. I can't compete with that.
And?
Isn't that enough?
Claire will be back. Anyway, it's quite simple for you to go over there.
I know.
And you're a strong lady. If you lay down the law to Bob, he's not going to risk losing you again.
You're right, but...
But nothing. Those two problems are easily solved. There's something else, isn't there?
All right. You asked for it. Here it is. I'm pregnant, Martha.
Are you positive?
For goodness sake, Martha, I am a doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just such a shock.
You're shocked. How do you think I feel?
Well, congratulations. Or was that the wrong thing to say?
Thanks. I'm not really sure yet.
Gather you haven't told Bob.
No. You're the only one who knows.
Oh, shouldn't you tell him? He is the father.
I'm still trying to come to terms with it myself. Besides, he's got enough on his plate at the moment.
Sure. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. This is totally ridiculous. I'm nearly 40. I'm a doctor and I'm dealing with an unplanned pregnancy. Talk about a great role model. How do I tell Bob?
He'll be over the moon.
Oh, that's what worries me.
I don't understand.
I'm too old to go through bringing up a baby again.
Lots of women in their late 30s have babies.
But do they have a busy medical practice? Do they want to spend time living their own lives instead of raising children?
The two things aren't mutually exclusive.
All right, I admit it, I'm being selfish. I'm only thinking about how this is going to affect me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't alter the fact you still have to tell Bob.
Martha, I don't know that I want to have this baby.
The longer you leave it, the more hurt he'll be that you didn't tell him straight away.
But the problem is, I'm not sure how I feel, what I want.
You're in a relationship with a man who loves you. You're both having a baby. Surely that amounts to something.
If this baby was planned, things would be different, but it wasn't. I can't help feeling irresponsible.
I hate to state the obvious, especially to a doctor, but it takes two people to make a baby.
Right, I'm being irrational. Bob will probably be wrapped. It's me I'm worried about.
Sounds to me as if you've already made up your mind.
I don't know if I've got the patience to go through bringing up a baby again.
But whatever you decide, It doesn't change the fact that you've got to tell Bob. He has a right to know.
You know what he's like. When he gets involved with something, he shuts everyone else out.
He won't shut you out, not with something that's important.
All right, so I'm an emotional coward. But doesn't it count for something that I'm afraid to tell him?
No, it doesn't. Tell him.
I've just saved you the trouble of having to learn a rap wedding ceremony.
Thanks a lot.
Have a word with you. Has it occurred to you that Elly might need you at this moment?
Why? What's wrong?
She wants to tell you a few things, but she doesn't know how.
Oh, come on, Martha. We've known each other long enough to tell each other everything.
Not quite everything.
Look, will you stop talking in riddles?
You've been neglecting her.
Yeah, I've been a bit busy. I've had a lot on my mind.
Meaning Jack?
Yes, he's my brother. I'm a bit worried about him. Thanks, Jojo.
Well, she's your fiancée, and she needs you now.
Okay, what's going on?
Elly is one of the most patient and understanding people I know, but she has her limits, and she's almost reached hers. If I were you, I'd talk to her now. Otherwise, you're going to lose her.
Thanks, Mum.
Hi.
Hi.
What are those?
I'm sorry.
Where'd the sudden interest in me come from?
Okay. What's wrong?
What makes you think anything's wrong?
Elly, I know I've been neglecting you lately.
Oh, I'd argue with that.
Well, I've just been a bit worried about Jack.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't resent you spending time with your brother.
But
But I should be important to you, too.
he's family.
Oh, what am I?
Where's this come from all of a sudden?
There's nothing sudden about it. You've just been so absorbed in your own world you haven't noticed.
Notice what?
I've been a bit on edge lately. You haven't even picked up on it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're always sorry, Bob.
Elly? Look, I know you've been going through a hard time lately, but so have I.
It's not a competition to see who's had the roughest trot.
No, I'm not trying to justify why I've been neglecting you. Look, what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't intentional.
Bob, do you love me?
Of course I do, you know that.
It's been a long time since you told me.
I'm sorry, I thought I told you yesterday.
Say that! I need to know how you feel about us at the moment.
Well, I need to know what's on your mind. What, is it something to do with Claire? And what is it? Oh, I know. Uh-huh. So you don't love me?
Oh, stop it, Bob.
Then why are you acting like this?
Well, how am I acting? Like a woman?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, but you inferred it. I'm acting emotionally and irrationally, and you can't handle it.
All I want to know is what's going on.
Don't shout at me! Oh, even if I told you, you wouldn't understand.